Like, God, don't mess with God's people. Don't mess with God's people. Because, listen, once you start messing around with people that was chosen by God to basically defecate on people that is encouraging discrimination and racism, bigotry, hate, hypocrisy, and all that. Listen, anybody, I don't care who you are, anybody that participate in hate or the funding of hate, like I was watching the news just now which I don't really watch the news that much because of my anxiety. But what I saw was a lady. It looked like she's connected to America. But here's the thing, she's connected to America in some kind of way. Well, why would I say that? Well, because it's on the American news, but it appears as if she's from Russia because they was talking about Germany. So she funded some type of um like terrorists, right? What does her fate look like? What does her future look like? Her husband said she calls regularly and check in, but 1 minute she's strong, and then the next minute she's just feeble, like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know when they're gonna stop this nonsense. Capturing people, kidnapping people, holding people for ransom, holding you as hostage. Right now, I'm being held as an hostage. I can't get into the working world without all this discriminatory um, things, whatever you want to call those. It's very difficult to get into the working world while we're going through inflation, while we're going through hypocrisy, while we're going through gentrification, genocide, and all that. And then you still got the system that you got to fight. At some point, some got to give, yo. I'm literally, I'm sitting here exhausted from fighting with the system. And it's like, okay, I'm listening to stoic, stoicism. It says, you're going through a rough time. Just stoic yourself out. How do you do that? Just relax. It's very hard to relax, knowing that you have all these problems that you gotta face, but you have to relax. I'm learning it the hard way, but I'm learning it. Okay, so while I'm learning as I go, I'm going to share that with the world, whoever watches my life. I'm going through discrimination in many different forms, and only God, and I'm going to say God because God chose for me to live this path and to travel through time at this period. I don't have any control over racism, over gentrification and genocide. But what I just found out is that I have control over my thoughts. So I'm going to figure out how to, like, my emotion that's coming out now. I'm going to figure out how to not cry when I'm feeling emotional. Like, how do you do that? I don't know. How do you not cry while you're feeling emotional? Think about butterflies. Think about the beach. Think about the fact that I'm not in Iraq or Israel, or it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm still living in hell while I'm alive on earth, which that's not how God designed for this to be, but it is. So while this place is in shambles or appears as if there is no room for growth, people that has been chosen have to be the one leading, and that's a very difficult task. How do you lead? How do you lead and you don't even know yourself? You don't even know, literally, you don't even know who you are. Like, you literally don't know your lineage. You don't know your background. I don't know my great great grandmother. I've never seen them. I've never seen photos of them. And that's very hurtful too. And while I'm going through all this discriminatory activities or events, um, I do have to think back and say, I am the voice of my ancestors. I'm the voice of Harriet Tubman. I'm the voice. I'm gonna be that voice until God say, look, it's time for you to come home now. Racism needs to completely end. It's very painful, it's hurtful, um, it's disgusting, it makes no sense. Innocent lives are being taken because of racism. That don't make no sense. It's like we're going backwards. Not we. I'm not a part of that. America is going backwards. No. Why would you say that? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. If I can't keep nothing, I have to be me. Like, yeah, racism needs to end, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop until I see unity. I'm just gonna keep going, keep moving. We move in unison. We move together. If my heart is broken, yours should be too, because we're all one. Well, that's the philosophy. That's the philosophy. We're all one. That's the philosophy. That's life's philosophy on your journey. Just remember that we're all one. The world is gonna, society is gonna come up with ways to trick you and make you believe like you're better than somebody else because maybe you have more cash or more authority or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, we're all one. You see? Now, if you fund um, some type of terrorist regime, and knowingly, because a lot of people are taking up donation now. I see them a lot, like on the side of the freeway. We don't know who these people are that's begging, but we do know that they are refugees, meaning they're running from something. You're running, it's like there's no solace where you was, so you have to move around in the country, out the country. You have to move around in order for you to figure out how you're going to survive on this planet, not just at your immediate. And most of us are living that refugee life. Like, I'll be watching people, I'll be watching my lives, I'll be watching people that's doing lives. And one girl now, she used to be like a crackhead, or I mean, she used to do drugs, but now I don't know. It's like I don't know. God just woke her up for her to see that hey, you got kids that you got to take care of. But now she have custody of her children, and she feeding them good. She making sure that they have a roof over her head. All this is going on while she's unemployed. And the places that she's placing herself and her children, they're not dirty, rundown, ratchet ghetto places. It looked like after she realized that drugs was not the way to go, she probably realizing, man, my kids don't deserve to live in the hood, or my kids don't deserve to live in the projects. Nobody child deserves to live in the project. Nobody child deserves to live in the ghetto. Nobody child deserves that. But because of racism, because of segregation, whether you're black, purple, pink, orange, or blue, whatever color you are, we will come together as one. We have no choice. It's like the choice is not up to you no more. The choice is up to God. God is going to basically activate a few people, which going to represent him. He is going to protect those people. I don't know if he's going to do it at any cost, but he will. It's very scary living on this planet, by the way. And it's very hurtful the way how poor people have to live. I wouldn't say poor people. Maybe people living in poverty. You got the county building, they come in knocking on your door, basically harassing you, telling you to turn in some stupid tree, a paper that came from a tree. They too, they're participating in the destruction of this planet. What part are you gonna do? What part am I gonna do? And that's just how you gotta look at life. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna be judged, including myself. Now, judge me not. I went to court and a judge deliberately charged me for a crime that I didn't commit. Now, that judge continued her life, correct? Yes. After I left from Superior Court, I have not seen that judge. I have not heard of that judge. I don't even remember her name. But I remember that she has done wrong to me, abusing her power. Judges are not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to charge somebody for a crime that they didn't commit. That should be illegal in any court. And I went through hell with that charge for years, and I'm still going through hell. I'm getting job offers, and they're taking their offers back because of what's on my record. I even went downtown and got my record expunged. I expunged my record in 2016, and here it is, 2024, at the height of inflation. My record is still reflecting negative. That's not fair. But that's life. That's the system. That's just how we gotta live. Now, a lot of things need to change as far as political policies and procedures is concerned. How would you advance yourself to make that change, or how would you advance yourself to be the change? You go to God and ask God to guide you in the right way and allow you to gather strength, because while you're going to become the voice of your ancestors, you need strength, because you're going to be getting fought from left to right. The devil going to be hitting you too. The devil now has I don't know why the God made him so powerful, but he has the power to jump in and out of your body as a human. Are they going to tell the world that this demonic whatever it is that we're going through, are they going to tell the world that we're literally going through a spiritual warfare? No. They're going to sit there and let people believe that something is seriously wrong with them. Like my doctor, you need medication. Ain't nothing wrong with people. It's the system that we living into that's creating this travesty. Everywhere you look, you see nothing but bombings, people robbing. It's all kind of negative. It's just negative. Every time you turn on the news, it's just negative, negative, negative. I want to live in a world where I turn on the news and I see everybody just living happily ever after, period, point blank, and that's it. Drop the mic and I'm done. Oh, that world does not exist. Does not exist anymore. So that's depressing. I have to get up every day like thinking about the past that will never come back. The life that I was living before COVID. I will never be happy that way again. Because of COVID. COVID has done so many wrong things to not only me, but to a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people are struggling. Like right now, I'm looking at my FICO. My FICO is very, very low because of COVID. Because of COVID, my FICO is low. Now, what am I doing to create, to make sure that my credit go up? Um, Number one, I'm watching my spending. I'm watching my spending. Okay, and believe it or not, you can still go shopping. You just you just gotta shop at lower discounted stores, which is not really you, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I see myself now shopping at DD's. Like who the hell who goes to DD's? You know what I mean? There's some good things at DD's and Ross. Don't get me wrong. But how do I get my FICO score up? That's what we're going to focus on. How do I or we get our FICO score up? Number one, watch your spending. Number two, budget yourself. Number three, practice financial discipline. Financial discipline. These are things that you got. You got to practice how to become somebody that's able to control your spending habits. You got to practice that. That's something that you got to practice because spending now is impulsive. So why is it impulsive? Because we're all depressed. Everybody's going through depression. Not only me. It's like a whole bunch of people going through depression. So the only thing that you want to think about is to pick up yourself and go shopping because you're going through depression. That's a part of the game. That's a trick. It's a trick because there's other things to do other than to go shopping. But I mean, it's not fun sitting at home doing nothing. I mean, I know that. But there's still other things to do. Like right now, I'm thinking of what am I going to do with myself um, as it pertains to my kids. It's like I know I got to give them their lunch and I got to clean up this little apartment that I'm occupying. I know all that, but I have no energy to do so because I'm depressed. How is your depression while you around your children? Well, it doesn't really bother me when I'm around my kids. It's mostly when I'm by myself. It's like when you by yourself, you know, you're in confinement, you looking for solace in some form or shape. So, um, I don't know. That's some stuff that I really gotta sit down and think about. You know what I mean? What is your goals like? You gotta really sit down and think about it now. You know, it's not getting up every day and assuming that you're gonna accomplish your goals, but just assume that you're gonna attempt to accomplish at least 90% of your goals, or even 50. Don't over push yourself. Don't push yourself. So watch your spending, budget yourself, practice financial discipline. That takes time. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes respect. It takes perseverance. It takes resiliency. It takes a whole lot to build your FICO score up. It's not going to be easy, but I know that I can do it. because I don't have a gambling problem, I don't have a drinking problem, I don't have a drug problem, I don't have. But then now, just because you say you don't have a problem, guess what the devil is going to do? He's going to create a problem for you. And that's when you got to say, oh no, not this one. Not this time. I unfortunately, devil, I can't deal with this pressure that you're pushing on me no more. I'm 42 years old and I can no longer wrestle with the devil. I'm exhausted. I'm not only wrestling with the devil, I'm wrestling with my thoughts. I'm wrestling with the events of negativity that happens in my life that I have no control over. I'm not wrestling with myself. I'm wrestling against principalities. You know what I mean? Principalities. What are those? The rulers of this world. I'm wrestling against the people that is in control of us. And I'm doing it at a poverty level. And it's very, very hurtful what I'm seeing as far as the system is completely rigged. It's very, very hurtful. But God himself knows who I am. He knows why he placed me in this position. And I just got to keep on moving. That's all. Like, I'm not even mad at God for letting me sit here. I'm sorry. Sometimes we need timeouts. Sometimes God will have to put you on timeout for you to see things that you're too busy not being able to see. Like, I get up, I go to work, I just get in my nice brand new car, I just start it up, I go to the gas station, I go take my kids wherever they want to go. Um, and I don't even see, like, before I lost my job, I knew that homeless people exist, but I didn't know that they exist that much. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful for losing my job. I'm grateful for the way how all of my bosses has treated me. You know, it just got me to open up my eyes to be more aware of my surroundings and to be more aware of people and to be ready. You know, it's like you got to be ready. You know what I mean? It's like everywhere you go now, it's like you getting ready to go to war with people that you're supposed to be working with. I'm not into that. But that's the system that I'm under. You know, they just dislike you for no reason because of the color of your skin. That makes no sense. But that's where we still are. That means we're going backwards. I'm not going to participate in that. I would like to move the world or the universe forward, not backwards. And if I gotta sit down and think about my losses, or which is not a good thing, it says never really think back on the past and don't think too much of the future. So I'm in that present moment where it's like, okay, what I'm thinking about is this job hiring me. Why do I have to go through this long hiring process? You want to know about the jobs where I used to work. You want proof that I worked there. You want my transcript. You everything you asked for, I gave it to you. It should not take that long for me to start working. By the time it's time for me to start working, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully God will bless me and I don't have any life changes. But until then, I'm suffering because of racism. I'm suffering because of this rigged system that I'm in. And I'm not going to stop talking until God says it's time for me to stop talking. And that's just how I got to live until I die. I was born to be a warrior. I was born to be somebody that speak up. And for anybody to put a muzzle over my mouth or try to put anything in my way to distract me or to stop me from moving towards my purpose, then you got something coming. You got something coming and you're going to regret it, because I'm about moving forward, positive direction. You're moving backwards, negative direction. So I hope I got everything off my chest that's really bothering me about this job searching situation. It's just disgusting. And I wish some changes could be made. You know? So I spoke to a lady. She said, I can't get in contact with your reference. I'm like, you can't get in contact with my reference. Can you get in contact with one of them at least? Yeah, we got in contact with the other two, but the one that will really get you the job is your previous manager. Like, what? Suppose me and my previous manager never get along, which I really don't care about forming relationships with anybody. I don't care if you're a boss. I don't really care about forming no relationship with you. I'm caring about your morality. Like, how if you was my boss and I see where you was immoral and irrational and you makes absolutely no sense, and then you cause me to have other issues, like lose my job or whatever the case may be, why would I want to keep in contact with you? You're a demon. You're a demon from the bottom pit of hell, which you really need to go back. So it's like, why do these jobs want you to be attached to your past? Why are they screening you like that? Right? They want you to be attached to your past. Attached to your past. My previous bosses, it's like, what? I don't need to be in contact with none of them. They moved on and so did I. They don't even exist to me. So what does that got to do with me? Like, I passed the job screening. You offered me the job. You gave me the position. Here I am. I'm 42 years old. I don't know what's getting ready to happen. I'm trying to contain my anxiety. I'm trying my very best to be the best version of myself, living in these situations, the situation that I'm living in. And it's very difficult because these people that are screening us for working, they're not our skin color. And I'm not saying that to start nothing. I'm just saying it's like, though even to get in the working world is unfair. So, and I'm saying that because it's all happening to me. I'm not making none of this up. Got no time making up nothing. It's very unfair, and it makes no sense. It's stupid. Whoever created this job market entrance thing, when them people, what was the guy name? Okay, I'm not good with names. But when they created this, whatever it is, this masterpiece of their thoughts, I say that our past philosophers, they're dead. We're literally living our lives on dead people's thoughts. So, what do you think is going to happen to us? We're going to wipe each other out. I mean, a great philosopher, you should be able to think of that and say to yourself, no, this is wrong. Segregation is wrong. Hypocrisy is wrong. Racism is completely wrong. And what am I going to do to stop it? I'm going to live. I'm going to live and I'm going to be strong. I'm asking God for nothing but strength. Who would have thought that me, a little girl that was holding a little rabbit dress wearing basket at the age of 8, standing under a big old tree in Jamaica, who would have thought that I would be up here in America going through this crap? Nobody. Not in my wildest dream. Yes, I got molested on 3 different occasions. But my molestation is nothing compared to this. Because I didn't cry this much. Like, when my molestation was going on, I just lay there. You want my coochie? Take it. I'm not gonna fight you. That's so. From I was a child, I was already into stoicism. You know what I mean? From I was a kid. Now that I'm 42, I'm putting the vocabularies together with my thoughts and my actions, and I'm like, I'm a stoicist. I'm one of them people that will go through the storm and just sit there and pretend like I'm going through a storm again. I look at all these issues as things for me to learn, like things for me to practice. It's like, yeah, I want to get my FICO score up. How am I, like, I have to think for myself. I'm not going to research how to get your FICO score up. You got yourself in that situation, so you got to figure out how you going to get yourself out. You don't need to research it. Really simple. How am I going to get my FICO score up? Watch my spending. Very important. If you don't watch your spending, then, I mean, when you get cash, know where, how to allocate your cash. Like, this number 4, know where to spend too, because like I said, I have to go to like D's and Ross, like the lower stores. I can't really go to TJ Maxx as much. I just got my Costco card back, so I've been without a Costco card now for about 2 years. Because after I lost my job, I'm like, I'm not about to spend no. I don't care if it's for a whole year. I'm still not gonna spend that on no Costco card. And I get the executive member, which you get points back when you purchase. But my thing is this: when I was doing bad, I couldn't go to Costco. Costco only accept people that's doing good. If you don't have no money, don't come here. And when you come here, you're gonna find some deals. So, like right now, I need a pot set. It just, I say need, yes, I need, because mine's right now, they getting burnt up, not burnt up, but I got the X-Clad pot set. I paid like almost $500 for my pot set, but it didn't work out that good for me. So now I'm trying to go to, is it Capelon or whatever they want to call it, Capelon, whatever. But it's changing, make changes. So you got to make changes to your wants. Make changes to your wants and your desire. Like my pot set that I want. I really want it, but right now it's $200. So I just wait. You know what I mean? So put things on hold. Like do not participate in impulsive shopping. RTC. Don't go in the store with a whole. Don't go to the store with the intention to fill up the basket. Do not fill the basket. Don't. As a matter of fact, you don't even need a basket when you go in the store, unless you go in there for like a whole bunch of bulky items. But if you know you're going for a few little things, bring your own bag, because you're saving the planet. You're not doing nothing wrong. But like you bring your own bag now, they thinking that you about to put everything in there and not pay for it. So either way it goes, it's against us. So now that you know that the system is rigged and it's against us, you have to be creative. You have to be positive while being creative. How do you do that? Watch my live. Watch my live, and you're gonna see me being positive. You're gonna see me cry, because it's very depressing what I'm going through. It's not easy. You gotta be really, really. Yes. What am I gonna do? I should go drink my soup, and I should go start getting my kids lunch. Well, I'll probably bring them soup to school for lunch. I was a kid. I would love to have my mama to bring me some soup, especially now that it's going outside. I would bring them some soup. What do you do? Oh, I did. Did it shut off? Look like my live got shut off. When it's cold outside, I'm doing a whole bunch of things. Getting rid of my mattress. This is my soup that I just made, but I'm gonna get the bone off. Get the bone. Get the bone off. I don't like the bones in the soup. Bones in soup. Mmm. Fish. Who's telling you about your diet, Talita? God. God's telling me what to eat, what not to eat. When I eat too much of something, like last night I took my ashwagandha. So, mm, did it. I did it. I made my soup. This is Jamaican yam. That's the yam. This is corn. What's this? This is plantains. Oh, it's just potato. And of course, we have that's the fish. Does that look good? Oh my god. I can't believe I went from being a kid to being a grown up, having kids, and then having my own set of responsibility, which I have to uphold to, like trying to keep a job. Like, it's not easy. It is not easy, but it's something that we gotta do. Mm. I am one nosy neighbor. This is so good. Mm, mm, mm. I tell my kids I'm bringing them grilled cheese sandwich, but it ain't no cheese. What am I gonna do? Please, Lord, there's no cheese. You know what I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make some fries and some sausage. I don't have no cheese. Oh God, that's very bad. Yeah. I mean, fried sausage. That should be it. Oh yeah, then I'm gonna read my Bible. I'm gonna get off this live. I'm gonna read my Bible, but don't forget what I tell y'all about this job searching thing. It's not fun. It's not fun. But guess what? That's my life. My life. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, and it's the dumpling. Oops. And this soup. Eat, pray, love, read. Eat, pray, love, read. Eat, pray, love, read. Oh God, the lights is in my room. I'm gonna sit right here real quick. Eat, pray, love, read, live, love, love. Without love, we're nothing. Without you loving your neighbor, you're nothing. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. People say, "Why you?" Look, you can't. You can't really be mad at me for telling the truth. Mm. Mm-hmm. No, I have work to do. I gotta throw that mattress away. It's sitting over there. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna throw the mattress away. Go to Costco. They got a Costco mattress right now for $500. To me, that's cheap. Because the last time I bought my mattress, it was $800, and that was over 8 years ago. So my mattress is completely old, and I just kept sleeping on there because I'm not trying to spend unnecessary money. Hi. I'm trying not to spend unnecessary money, especially now. Today you got your apartment, tomorrow you're homeless. This is the world that we living in, which is to me is psychotic. Why would they want to I don't get living on this earth. I really don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think I'm going to try to understand. I'm just going to live my life. And the message is held for review. Honest. Honest. Don't know what the message is, but it's held. It's being held. So I think I'm going to open up all those things because somebody trying to hack my Facebook, my Meta account. Ain't nothing on there. Only thing that's on my account is the truth about this world and people. I mean, if you go and hack it, what you gonna do with the information? You just gonna let all that information that I produce go to waste? Please, before you hack my page, really think about the punishment that God is gonna do to you in the long run. Because right now you're doing things behind closed doors, so nobody can really see you. But because when God place certain people certain places, and then you gonna stop their progress. Hmm? You gonna stop them. Why would you participate in that? We don't know. We don't know what's going on, y'all. What's gonna happen to us tomorrow? Why do we? I mean, try not to live your life anxiously. Try not to think about tomorrow. You got to think about the right now. So right now, I think I need to go do something other than running my mouth on this live. I think I need to get up and actually go do something because I have to go take my kids. Oh, that's what happened. That live and it started a new live. So now I'm 13 minutes into this new live, which I didn't even end that old live. It just ended by itself. So this social media experience to me is stupid. It's fake. I don't understand it, which I don't care. I'm just gonna make sure that I talk about the truth and that's it. Hey, Anis, there's a message that you sent, but it says that I can't see it. I can't view it. The message is Health for review. Yes. So I'm just here, man. I'm just here waiting for God to help me in this cruel working world experience. It's horrible. You know? They're going to send me a letter. The process of coming in here is going to take about 35 days. 35 calendar days. Not, I mean, that excludes the weekend. So the third. So I probably. This is so disgusting. All this is going on while I'm getting ready to be homeless. Then you got unemployment playing these little Russian roulette games, taking sides from my old past previous employee, you're stopping my money flow, and which pushed me to the county. I hate being on the county. I just hate it. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But you know what? It's a part of fighting the system. You gotta not really go below your, but it's like you gotta dig deep, because this is deeper than what we thought. This is life. To live in this inflated world is more difficult than we could ever imagine. So what are you gonna do knowing that you're living in a world of, well, inflation? They say inflation is at 3%, bruh. Like, why is it even at any percent? We're already struggling. You know what I mean? The message is up for review again. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? So we just gotta basically come together as one and figure out how we're gonna live fairly amongst each other in this world. Because if you're not fair, no justice, no peace.
Why are you whispering?
Because I'm about to end this live, and oh, I'm gonna take this mattress downstairs. And when you hear them say no justice, no peace, and you see that there is no peace on this earth, it's not going to be no peace on this earth until there is justice. It's pretty obvious. So no matter what you do behind closed doors, if you're not running or performing in a justified way, then you're going to be in big Tululu trouble in the long run. So yeah, I got money. No, you got money. You're using your money as a weapon to hurt people instead of building people up. That's on you. That don't got nothing to do with me. Whether I'm poor or not, and you got your money and you're using it as a weapon against me, where do you think you're gonna? Don't you think that when you die, you think you're gonna take all that money with you? You're not gonna take that money with you. So start treating people fairly, whether you're rich or poor. Okay, I say this to say that, or I say that to say this. Racism is real and it needs to end. And that's it. That's all I got to come on social media and say. Every day. I'm gonna repeat the same thing until I see some changes to racism, and I will see some changes. If I don't see no changes to racism, then we're all dead. Like we're in the pre-zombie stage now. Yeah, because we're not being fair. We're not being just. We're not, you know what I mean? And if you listen to these, like Aristotle, if you listen to these philosophers, stoic yourself out, you know what I mean? If you listen to them, I haven't really had a chance to listen to Gandhi, but I'm pretty sure because Martin Luther King was into Gandhi, I'm pretty sure that his philosophy about he probably have the same Bob Marley mentality. One love, equality. Martin Luther King. Out. They wiped them out. For spreading the truth. Like it's for telling the truth. The truth hurts. I know it does. A lot of people do not want to hear the truth. They rather for you to sit there and create a world of nothing but lies. But when you create a world of nothing but lies, right? And then the truth starts surfacing and you starting to hear the truth about the lie that you've been told. It must does something to you. Like I went through high school and college not knowing that Harriet Tubman was a domesticated slave at the age of 5. So when I say when the truth hits you, it should activate you. And you should say to yourself, I'm not going to allow this to continue. I mean, I'm just one body, though. You can't fight racism. Give it up. That's what the devil's telling me. You can't fight. You can't beat racism. Racism is something that this country has been watered with. It's embedded in the quilt, even though the people that created the quilt was slaves. We don't want to talk about the quilt today. I'm not talking about that. Today I just decided to do like a freestyle. You know, I'm reading my book. I'll go get it. No. This is the book that I'm reading. The injustice of place. Uncovering the legacy of poverty in America. For some reason, I'm not reading this book fast enough. I was reading it at a rapid speed and then I slowed down and it looked like I completely stopped. That on the wall there, that's my daughter. I don't know what she was thinking, but she drew that, but I don't know. Oh, that's my degree over here is my kids. And then that's my other daughter. Now I'm looking at it. Look, if you really look at it, right? Look, this is a toothpaste. One up here and another one down here. I just realized that. So this is an artist in the making. Give your like if you can. Okay? This is an artist in the making. I don't know what she was thinking, but I'm gonna ask her. You know, you just let it sit there for a couple of days and then you go back to it. Ask them what it means. What does that mean? Fix this. Oh no no no. And then this, of course, is the other one. I don't know what she was thinking. Look at that. That's a heart. That's another heart. That's a happy face. And then look at this face. It's a, I don't know what that is, but we got to give our kids something. We got to leave them with something. Tell them to write. Get them into writing or something. Start encouraging them. Or, I mean, other than being on these technological devices, it's very hard raising kids in these times. Because it's like you constantly walking behind them. Put the phone down. Get off the iPad. Even though they know they have screen time. You know you have screen time. So why do I have to walk around and monitor. You gotta tell your kids to get off the screen every chance you get. Because if not, they're gonna be programmed. And to unprogram your child nowadays is gonna be a difficult task. So start the deprogramming now while they're young. Because if not, when they get older, the people, the creators of the gaming system, train a mind into how you want that mind to be. And when the person that's holding the mind get to an adult stage, they will not be able to depart from the system because they have been trained. So it takes 33 days to formulate an addiction. After 33 days of your child playing any of these systems, phone or PlayStation, they got so many things now. They got the one that you put on the eye. You put them over your eye, you can't see nothing. After 33 days of playing that, no matter what you do, they're programmed because on their downtime, all they're going to think about is an escape route. How am I going to escape? I'm bored. What am I going to do? So that's where we are. And we need to slow that down. Slow it down a whole lot. Slow it down. When I say slow it down or cut it off, if not, you're going to be the one that have to take your child to some type of program to deprogram your child. Like, we got to start deprogramming our kids from now. I'm not going to these technological devices is the new crack, believe it or not. And crack to me, remember Whitney used to die saying crack is whack. It's very easy to become addicted to the screen. And the people that created these screens already know. Parents gonna wanna go and buy a little iPad just to be but some parents they taking advantage of this iPad thing. They'll just sit there and let their kid be on there all day, all noon, all night. And to me, even in the car, you in the car, take the iPad, turn off the phone, have some type of conversation. If you don't know what to talk about the tree, the type of tree, the color of the tree. If the tree have fruits on there, ask who, what, when, why, where, how questions. Like the other day we played, I'm counting how many Lexus I see drove by. Yes, we're in that position to where we have to literally think of ways of how to revolutionize ourselves in many different ways. And what do? Keep moving. You have no choice. Like right now, I'm just sitting here waiting for these people to get me to the working world. And once they do, baby, 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 thank you. Thank you for allowing me to work. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. And then the questions like, what's your facility number? You're telling me that the employees are not allowed. Hello, Candy. The employees are not allowed to have the facility number. That's not true. But I'm not going to argue with you because I'm coming in the door. So, yeah, okay, if you say so. Licensing told me that the paperwork that the job will have to submit, they said that I could submit that paperwork too. I could just call the facility like the other day, and I'm getting ready to get off of here. The other day, I got offered a job, and I'm so happy because I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to start working. Finally, I'm gonna be off the county, and I'm so happy.
You know what these people did to me? They went in my personal file and look up my personal data, all the information that there is on the world wide. We gotta come up with another word for this world wide or this conspiracy platform. That's what the web is. It's a conspiracy to deter people from growth. You're supposed to be stuck on the web, basically stuck in the matrix, and not be able to move from left to right because you're stuck. Okay. See, I didn't even activate. That's why it's like right now, people trying to go into my account while I'm on my phone. Like, is it really that serious? My Samsung account. I'm going live, so what does my Samsung account got to do with me not being able to get in there? My hands are right here. So it's like I don't have no control over people going into my information and doing whatever they want to do with my personal information. That's have fun. Have fun. I got a TikTok account, don't even know how to get log in there. And that's it. Yeah. Getting older, so my memory is kind of going. I wouldn't say like that. But you know, you're getting older, you're getting wiser. I'm getting wiser. But it's like, okay, I'd have been through so many bad things as a child, as an adult, as an what is it, adolescent. I mean, the different stages of every stage of my. At 13, what happened? Okay, at 8, I got molested. At 11, I got molested. At 13, I got molested. Right? So we got 8, 11, and 13. Those were pivotal growth, pivotal points in my life, of pivotal developmental milestones. Right? And bad things happened to me. 8, 11, and 13. Right? Then, of course, I ended up in the system. But after that, um, my emancipation was I got emancipated into a shelter, Covenant House, which I don't have nothing against Covenant House. It was a wonderful, clean shelter, knowing that at Jamaica I'm come from, and that would be so disgusting. But I tug it out. I tough it out. You know, so I tell you that you're down in a shelter. What are you gonna do? I just continue living, and I was just I think I threw myself into survival mode mentally, and I just kept going. You know, it's like keep moving. I kept moving. I worked at different places. Um, I went through a lot of bad things. Bad things. Every stage of my life, there has been nothing but bad things. Domestic, being a victim of domestic violence, I'm being a victim of the system, being a victim of. I'm just here, being victimized by every corner I go of this earth. I'm a victim of something. So I just expect the unexpected. What? Who's open? I don't know what that is. Expect you live your life expecting the unexpected. That's just how I do it now. I mean, what's the worst that could happen to me? Death. So once death is not happening, I'm living my best life. Even though I'm stressed out and I'm struggling and I'm going through racism, but death is the final end. I'm still living my best life, but it's like, why do I have to live like this? I'm sitting here waiting to go to work, You know, and that just makes me think more about money. Like, I'm trying not to think about money, but I have no choice. I'm trying to be strong here. I told myself I'm not gonna cry, and I'm not. I'm gonna be strong. I don't want to think about money. I want to think about how happy my kids are gonna be, and how fair they're gonna be able to live in this world, like, without being discriminated against. That's what I want to see. So until then, it's gonna be depressing. Until then, it's gonna be depressing. So what do you do while you're going through all this thing that you have no control over? All these things I just said I wish I want to see. I don't have no control over that. Huh? Okay. I don't have no control over nothing. If somebody want to hack my page right now, I don't have no control over that. Do whatever y'all want to do. Have fun hacking my pages. What are you going to get? Like, what's the reward from doing that? There's no reward. What you think? You going to steal my personal information? I don't even care. You know what I mean? I don't care. What y'all got, all these people, see, America is at war with other countries, right? And those other people are technologically advanced. They have access to things that will go into space and destroy everything. Hackers are on the rise. People are doing all kinds of foolishness. It's like we're going backwards. You know what I mean? How could somebody hack Section 8 Housing Authority? Like, but how do you have access to that loophole? How did you get up in there? What are you going to get from hacking? You're going to make other people's life miserable. I mean, is that a good feeling? Knowing that you made somebody miserable? I'm pretty sure it's not. It should not be a good feeling knowing that you made somebody else's life miserable. You feel good about yourself? Hacking somebody else's page? I mean, what benefit? I mean, what? I don't get it. Why hack? Why scam? Why? What pleasure is there? Some type of pleasure, right? But why are you hacking into people's business accounts and all that? You're creating travesty for others, like especially people living in poverty. Like, if you go hack into Section 8 right now, what am I gonna do? And they did. They got up in there. So right now your social, your ID, your identification number, your address, your date of birth, all of that is at risk. See? I'm telling the truth about this world. Everything that you do is risky. Going live now, they can find your location just from you going live. There's no privacy. Everybody have access to your personal information. People that really knows how to use these technologies, like the computers and all that. I got a laptop, but I don't know all the features of it, but I know it's bomb because it's HP. You know what I mean? Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go do my serious ones. But I'm trying to beat my depression, but it's not easy. But I'm gonna figure it out. God with me. Um, I'm not reading as much. I'm doing a lot more writing. I'm writing more. I'm doing more writing than anything. So writing is also a formal type of therapy, believe it or not. And when I go take my kids their lunch, they I already cooked dinner. So when they get home, dinner will be ready. It's soup, and we on our way. Right? We on our way, and then our day is done. Then I have to help with homework, stuff I gotta do, stuff that I gotta do. I don't really get to relax. And then I gotta think about why is this job taking so long? Even though they say 35 calendar days, but still, y'all know it don't take that long. I went to a place, I had a job interview today. Tomorrow I was already working. That's how powerful it is. Getting used to the working life shouldn't take no more than 2 weeks. But it is what it is. We're living in this rigged system because the system is completely rigged. And how do you say that? I say it because I have proof. I'm going through a lot of bad things as it pertains to the system. So we select people to govern us, we select people to rule us, but we don't know who these people are. We don't know what struggles they have had. But we just know that they're in control of our lives, but they're not really in control of our destiny. You're just in control of making these sporadic decisions for now. But the real decision and the choices that we have to make is literally embedded in us. And nobody's going to be there to basically tell me if I made the right decision or not, other than God. Because I'm doing this solo bolo, me, God, and my kids, and whoever want to watch my live or whoever want to be there for me. Other than that, nobody else exists for me. I'm just here, and I'm thankful that I'm here, and just living the moment, I guess, until God, when things get better. Yes, it's very depressing, but I can't really sit at home and be depressed all day. I'm only depressed for a little while, like when I'm talking or when I'm thinking about what I'm going through, and then after I get up from right here, I'm not even going to remember nothing about depression. I'm just going to think about different things. And I'm going to go back.
This fifth stoic. You're gonna thank me later. Look at that word. You know? You gotta stoic yourself out. Stoic. And then the rest is up to you. It's history. The rest is it's having a calm demeanor. Excuse me. Being calm at all times. Try. Trying to be calm is not easy. But yep. Be calm.